Welcome back to the 7 Caillou series. This one's called Gauss Needs Help, Sums of a Lot of Numbers. And this is a cool story that I remember from math class, so it wasn't as novel to me when I worked through this, but if you're not familiar, it could be kind of fun and eye-opening. So I will read the description. Due to another of his misbehaved, the primary school's teacher of the young Gauss, Herr J.G. Buttner, to keep the bored and unruly young schoolboy, Carl Friedrich Gauss, busy for a good long time while he was teaching arithmetic to his mates, assigned him the problem of adding up all the whole numbers from 1 through a given number n. Your task is to help the young Carl Friedrich to solve this problem as quickly as you can, so he can astonish his teacher and rescue his recreation interval. Here's an example. Consider the number n equals 100. That means you need to add up the series 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, etc., all the way up to the number 100 and provide that total sum. It's your duty to verify that n is a valid positive integer number. If not, please return false. Note we're in C#, so it says to return null for that. Note the goal of this kata is to invite you to think about some basic mathematic formula and how you can do performance optimization on your code. Advanced experienced users should try to solve it in one line without loops or optimizing the code as much as they can. So feel free to pause and think about this. There's a clever way you can look at that or any series of consecutive integers starting from 1 and come up with a way to sort of shortcut it and not necessarily add up each of those. So go ahead and pause, come back when you're ready. Okay, I'll just go right into this. I already know the solution. This is apparently a real story, but Gauss thought of the number sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100, and then what he sort of realized is that you can make pairs of 100, right? So if you take the 1 and match it with the 99, those two add to 100. Take the 2 and the 98, those add to 100. Take the 3 and the 97, those add to 100, etc. So you're basically making all these pairs, right? And you can kind of simplifies the job. And what the famous equation or expression for that becomes, first let's just handle that n is invalid. I'll say if it's less than 0, return null. And then otherwise, or let's do it this way. We'll say it's valid in this case. Then we'll return n times n plus 1 over 2. That's the magic of what it works out to be, and you can do this with other inputs besides 100, and it's a really nice shortcut if you need to add up those numbers quickly in your head. And then I'll just say else return null down here. We'll assume valid inputs greater than 0. And so I'll test. Attempt. And it's all green. We're clear to submit. So yeah, it was kind of spoiled for me because I already knew this one, but hopefully you got to sit down and think about it. Maybe you think this is something you can add to your tool belt now that you didn't realize you could use this shortcut for adding up that consecutive series of numbers. So we'll go ahead and submit and collect the points. Check the solutions. And yeah, n times n plus 1. Yep, same kind of jobby. Again, you can use the ternary operator here for that one-liner. But yeah, it's probably going to be the same thing. This is a popular expression. So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.